less, and then can't have that.
My name is Ben
I'm
Strinkowski,
Dick Strenkowski.
It's Matt Strinkowski.
and I do the lead design and media for Retroformance.
I do the machining and the electrical engineering.
I do 90% of the welding, fabrication, whatever else comes in the door.
Retroformance is the rebrand and relaunch of my grandfather's machine shop, Tri-County Machine.
Tri-County Machine started in 1966, roughly. It was a snowmobile dealership. We raced snowmobiles for several years. We were into drag racing. Connecticut Dragway was local to us, about 15 minutes. So always had a drag car. He was an eccentric genius. So a lot of the things that were built here in the shop were well known. So we had a good following of people that would come and ask us to build custom pieces and work on different items and broken equipment. As my dad got older, he started to slow down a little bit, and then things weren't really progressing in the shop.
In late 2018, 2019, we decided that, hey, if we all kind of chipped in with all of our different skill sets, maybe we could actually make the dream of coming together and reviving the shop.
With all the equipment and resources and knowledge that we built up over 50 years, that we could turn it into hopefully a lucrative business for the family.
Being a kid in and around all of this equipment and the shop in general, you just kind of develop a natural interest in what's going on. And that kind of starts with the machining, because that was the main aspect of the shop and the work that we were doing at that time.
Through crazy circumstances, we ended up working on some incredible exotic cars and the challenges that came with that.
We had a project, an XJR15, pretty rare car, needed to be recommissioned after it's been sitting for 30 years, not driving, and that's a project we took on, and that was fairly successful.
And it kind of kicked us right into looking at and seeing and experiencing the difficulties of these cars to even work on, but let alone just own and maintain.
We started looking at different aspects of either building cars that people could actually afford, just looking at the opportunity, let people experience that type of car, but not at an astronomically expensive maintenance schedule.
Interestingly enough, through a mutual friend, we ended up meeting Charlie and becoming good acquaintances, and he was kind of at the point where he needed some help getting a few cars finished up, and of course we're a fabrication shop at this point, working on all this kind of stuff, so we helped him out.
And we took a chance, and we took a trip to the Street Rod Nationals, and we helped on a project that was there on display. It was there for a customer to pick up on his way through.
It was cool. It was cool to see the reactions of people on the preliminary Manta chassis that we had at the time out there.
We happened to be just standing around, kind of wrapping it up at the end of the show.
Next thing you know, on the last day, Stacy David walks around and goes, "What the heck is this? This is really, really cool. What's going on with this?" The conversation keeps moving forward, and next thing you know, he wants one of these built on the show.
And then he liked the project, and it kind of went from there. And so here we are. A little bit over our heads maybe at the moment because of time and space, but it's a great opportunity, and now we're getting to build a car on an incredible show that has a great reputation.
It was right at the time when we were thinking on purchasing the agreement with Charlie that we will now carry those chassis forward and make them our own and push forward with that and actually bring this thing to market into a production level chassis.
And trying to bring something like this to market is a bit complicated, but with the engineering backgrounds and the manufacturing background, we're trying to streamline it.
There's been a lot of work put in with my expertise, optimizing the manufacturing of the chassis and its related components, specifically in terms of machining, in order to offset a lot of the work that would go into making these pretty much by hand.
We're trying to make sure that we cover the bases so that they aren't left hanging with problems that are more difficult. That's what's plagued the kit car industry or the replica car industry since its inception.
Kit cars always promise that. They always promise, you know, the good looks, but you know, the cheap price tag. And we want to give you a very high quality product, but maintain the price point that's actually affordable for somebody who wants a classic car.
And we don't want to release it until we're confident that the average person with maybe above average skills can build a very nice car and not be in so deep in expenses that it takes that person out of the realm of enjoying it.
There are significant challenges with that. It's easy to let price creep up. It's easy to let the project get too complicated. It's easy to want to put the best parts in it that you can.
Our goal in this project is to build something that other people could build and other people could reasonably afford.
This type of car, this level of media that we're trying to push, this level of engineering, to think that we're a huge outfit. We're 3 family members in, you know, our grandfather's shop, really trying to do something special here.
The best part about building a business and a shop from the ground up like this is that you just get the feeling that everything you do genuinely matters to what you are doing, what you're making, where you're making it, the people you're making it with.
To be able to continue that legacy from my dad and now working with my boys, it's very special because we don't have a lot of resources, as I mentioned before, but we do have a lot of passion for what we do, and we give it 150%. So hopefully all of those things go in the right direction, and we can all enjoy ourselves, and we can put out a quality product.
You know, when people come to our website or people hear about what we're doing, I want them to, you know and understand and feel, you know, this small group of very passionate people all putting their brains together to try to make something special for the industry. That's what's really cool for me. I'm very excited about it, and we're really excited about the future.